Here's the next project. I have 6 weeks to get this place turned around. May, June. They want it available for rent July 1st. So I've got to get this, actually I probably only have, this is the middle of May. May to June, yeah, I really only have 4 weeks to turn this around. Let's do a left wall search here. See what we have to get done here. So I've got 4 weeks to turn this around. Leaky toilet valve. Oh, I gotta change that. I'm gonna shut that off today. Bathroom's not getting done, it's just getting cleaned up. Pull that mirror. Replace this crusty mirror. You know, new toilet seat, new flush valve. Paint job. It's a very nice lady here. Actually, I met her several times. And she just got to be too old to live on her own. So they put her in a care home. Oh, this still has the wall lights, that's right. Let's see. Sorry to make you dizzy. This bedroom comes with an overhead light. Wall sconce. That's kind of cool. So she's like 93 or 94 years old. She's been in this apartment 42 years apparently. 41, 42 years. She's paying about $475 a month. They're probably going to get $3,500 a month with today's market. It's 625 square feet, single bedroom. Tons of closets. Oh my God. My phone. I really hate my phone. What is this? So this is also starting today. Oh, she left some stuff behind here, some kitchen items. My painter is going to haul all this crap out. I'm going to have him come in, get a crew, labor crew to come in and clean all this crap. Ooh, an oil lamp. Ooh, shiny objects. Okay, that's mine. Anywho, painter boy will come in. He will, overhead. He will haul all this crap out of here. So likely my plan in here will be floor, new countertop. These owners like leaving the feel of the old building. Ugh, yuck. So the cabinets stay. I'm going to demo the tile, pull the sink, put an undermount stainless steel sink, do granite countertop, granite backsplash. This is a 36-inch GE stove, 1959 model. It's awesome. What I've done in these kitchens before, because I've done this layout before, is I delete this door. I take this light switch and I run through conduit and tie into this box here so you can control the kitchen light. Trying to go slow. And the dining room light out of the same box. And then close that door off. And then the refrigerator goes back in that corner. We replaced this with a 30-inch stove. Put a fridge in that corner because now this lady was living with her fridge in her dining room. Because back in the old days, the fridge used to fit in this hole. This building had a central refrigeration room. I don't know how well you can see, the copper lines used to come up and run coolant into each individual unit. They abandoned that system a long time ago. That's what happens when... Yep. Oh, let me see this. Oh, I get to do windows. Yeah, these old wooden windows have got to go. Yep. Cool. So that's next. Well, no, that's now. That's now. The wall lights are going. They're going to be deleted. I'm a little bummed out about that. I really do like the wall lights. But the owner doesn't want them. This guy wants them, so my painter's gonna fill the hole. I removed the light fixtures, put them in a box for him. What are you gonna do? And we've got mold in the plaster. I knocked a couple chunks off that were peeling under the window, so we got some mold in the plaster, so my painter's gonna have to pull all that plaster out. We don't rent apartments with mold in them. Yeah, look at that. Ugh, I don't want to touch it. Don't touch it! And then real quick, there's not much going on in here. Got the countertop pulled out. Got the appliances pulled out, got all this cabinetry pulled out. Oops.
Oop, I dropped my earplug.
Here's a quick update. I don't know that I've gotten any video of this apartment after the painter came through. He filled that wall sconce hole. He hauled all the carpet, furniture, all the crap out of here. Anyhow, everything's kind of washed out in here because it's all one color so far. That fixture is going to stay. That's an original light fixture. We're going to put nicer light bulbs. Filled the hole where the wall light was. Yep. Take you through. I'll show you what I've done. Nothing has changed in the bathroom. This wall is gone. Well, actually the wall is here. Excuse me, the door is gone. That's not painted either. That's just skinned out with a topping compound. Gotta go get some base molding. My local lumberyard, my good local lumberyard, sells that in it's mahogany. It's pretty cool. So that door is gone. Let's take a look at the other side. Here's the living room. Let me turn the radio down. Hold on a second. Got my helper. My helper's working hard. Hi. So yeah, so the place cleaned up kind of nice. Wall light's gone. Painter came in here in 2 days. Had this whole wall dug out. There are a couple spots I need him to come back and touch up. He dug all this plaster out underneath the window till he came to nice, solid, clean plaster, and then filled it all in. Wall light's gone. Wall light's gone. These windows are ordered. They're supposed to be here the end of this week. So that's the kitchen. Got my helper. There's her seat. And I got her blading the windows and putting knobs and plates and stuff back on. So here's how the kitchen's laying out right now. I still don't have a decision on this wall, which is why I haven't sealed this up yet. Went ahead and drilled all the holes for the wiring that I'm going to run the Romex. Because remember, we got to take this switch. Regardless, this switch has to find its way to double up with the kitchenette or dinette, whatever. This room's light switch. So I just knock out a little rock, a little of the plaster on either side of the stud, and drill the holes, and then I could run Romex back through there, and that's adequate. So the owner, I don't know if this is the way I would do it, but it's his building, and this is the way he wants to do it. He likes to keep the old faces, and basically what I do is I rebuild everything back behind the face. And I didn't get any video of this structure, the infrastructure I rebuilt before I put the plywood down. Sorry guys. But I did repair. You remember this plaster was wide open. Put some sheetrock in there, plaster that up. That just needs a quick coat, quick sanding, and then we'll put a coat of paint on there. All new studs here. I reframed this out. I run a whole new ledger board across the back, actually, and across the face. And then these things usually bow out because they fail on how this face is attached to the boxes. So that gives me the perfect opportunity to pull everything back in so it's nice and even. And I run a ledger board here, which you can see. And then I think it's a center. There's a center support here. There's a stud going that way, and then there's one up against the wall. Against the wall here to seal everything up to make it bug-proof and dust-proof, as I do just put regular sheetrock because I didn't have any green board, and it really doesn't require green board because I do put a quarter tile. So then I come here and do this. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. So this is 3/4 ply, 3/4 exterior ply. It's all screwed down tight and level. Oh, let me show you something too. Where's my level? Here we are. In the course of reframing all this, of course, right? It's got to be. It just has to be. So that is kind of the nice thing, is I can level this out. I can shim this whole faceplate out. We'll just call it a faceplate. This whole cabinet face piece. I can get everything dead nuts back again, which is pretty handy. So this is how we do it. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. This is the way the owner wants it. This holds up really well, actually, quite honestly. We've priced out solid slabs of granite versus these 12x12s. This is 1/4 inch 12x12 granite. These are commonly used in showers and floors and such. We've priced out slabs with a bullnose edge or a square edge, whatever, and then slabs for the back. This is still cheaper. This stuff's $2. I get this for a couple bucks, $2.35 a square foot. And they're replaceable because tenants can sometimes be messy Marvins and they get oils and greases and stuff in these granite because they do sometimes take on the stains of things you put on them sometimes, or they crack them. We've had a couple crack, and then that way I can easily just replace one tile versus having to replace a whole slab. So it is what it is. So on top of the 3/4 ply, you see I've ran some 1/4-inch tile board, buttoned everything up so no drafts or anything can get around. I put a leading edge on here. I've done this a few different ways over the years, where I used to run this stuff right to the edge, and then I put a piece of trim here, like wood trim or something along there, and that just didn't hold up. Those don't hold up that well. And I've used instead of the wood trim, they make that plastic composite trim, like a white strip across there to do that leading edge, and that just looks stupid, I thought. So a few years ago I figured out I would rip these in tile board, and then what I do now is I'll bring this out, overhang it, and I'll cut a piece here. This is about 1.25 inches, and then you glue it and hang it there, right? So it makes the granite look nice and thick, and I come in with a tile sealer and stone enhancer, and it makes this look polished. I have polished these edges in the past, but that's just hours and labor that the owners don't want to pay for, so it's easier for me to come in with a stone enhancer sealer, and that'll bring out the color on the edge here to look like this. It's not polished, it's honed, but the colors match, and that's kind of, since it's only a 1/4-inch strip, that's really all they care about. We go with an undermount stainless steel sink, and what I do is I come in with the grinder, and this is something I figured out a while back, is you take out about a little more than 1/16 of an inch all the way around, because that's the lip of the sink. Let's drop the sink in here. And what I do is I'll lay a bead of adhesive glue, construction glue, and I'll set this down in glue, and by removing that bit, that about 1/16 of an inch or so of material off of this, it allows the sink to fit flush to here. So when I run the tile up to the edge, and I run it damn near up to the edge like that, it doesn't cant the tile this way. That's one of those things you just got to kind of figure out as you go. Okay, so everything's cut and dry fit. This is the way I like to do it because it seems to make the most sense to me. Those are all the leading edge pieces for here. I get everything cut. I make sure everything fits before I start gluing. And I make sure, in this particular style of stone, I make sure all the grains go in the right way. Because quite honestly, the last kitchen I just did last month, I had 2 pieces that were turned 90 degrees. Terrible. I wasn't paying attention. But once they're stuck, man, they are stuck. Owner loved it. He never noticed. I didn't point it out. He didn't pick it out, so all was good. Actually, I did point it out after he said it looked great. And I said, well, do you see that piece there? Do you see that piece there? And he's like, oh yeah, it's fine. So anyway. So all this stone's a little bit wet because it's been through the tile saw, so I'm gonna take a break, take about a 10-minute break, put a fan on this, and let everything kind of dry up. You okay over there?
Sorry.
It's okay. And I'll show you how she looks after we put a little glue. There you go. That's where we're gonna leave it for the day. I gotta run over and look at 2 other jobs. Busy. I only had a couple hours to mess around with this today. So that's how that sets. I just put blue tape along this lip, but the mastic that I'm using gets a really quick bite. That's how the sink sits. It's not bad for throw down apartment grade stuff, huh? Oh, my damn phone. All right, gotta run, gotta go. See ya. A new flush valve in, toilet seat, the cleaner's in here. Cleaned up the tub real good. Put a mirror in. I finished this apartment on Friday. What is it, June 28th? They moved in over the weekend. It's now July 3rd. I should say they took possession last weekend. But these guys have the floors came out really nice. Like just all new windows, They got their cable in, got important stuff. Got new windows. I just came in here today because I forgot to put a breadboard in for them. Really happy with how these floors are just refinished. I don't think they replaced any boards. I think they were able to get any staining, shed up any staining or everything we got out. Got high-tech furniture in here. These new tenants came from Sweden, but strangely nothing in here is from IKEA. But their stuff is delayed a week. You see, they already kind of brought some of their crap in. This is the breadboard. It's a maple breadboard. I cut to fit. I just buy stock. It's got the little finger groove on the bottom. And then I oil it with mineral oil, butcher block oil. I really like how these cabinets came out. That last unit we did, we put the fridge in this corner. If you remember, there was a door here. And the last unit, we took the fridge and put the fridge here and then did a short island. We deleted that. But that was the battle of the owners. I was out of the loop on that whole design process. But they like it better this way. He likes the retention of these built-in cabinets. And this just makes more sense. I flipped the hinges on the new thing, on the new fridge here. Oh, a drink of water. So when you're taking food out, you can set it right here on the countertop. Or when you're preparing food, you could set your stuff on the countertop anyway. I gotta go. Just thought you guys might want to catch a quick glimpse. We have an actual vented thingus here. It's a new tone. It's like a $100, $130 Home Depot hood. Pipe comes up through this top cabinet, which I built. It spits into the wall there. Yeah, not horrible. I went with this Lazy Susan because it allows you to have the stove this close. And then on these base cabinets, these are off the shelf oak base cabinets. I had to take 4 inches off the back of the cabinet. If you look, standard cabinets are 24 inches. We use 12 by 12 granite tile. There's the first seam, there's 12. And then this is like 9.5 inches back here. So I ended up taking pretty close to 4 inches off the back, and I had to modify. I guess that might have been a cool video, but I didn't get it because I was too busy. So anyway, that's how we like, I got a freaking crew. That's how I was able to get, ouch, I was able to get those cabinets to work in there, was to shrink them. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. Took it from a $400 apartment to a $3,600 apartment. All right, there it is. I gotta go, man. I got stuff to do. It's a 90-year-old fixture. I took all apart, put new sockets in, put new wiring in. They like the look of those dangleers. What are you gonna do? All right, guys. Thanks for watching.